won't be able to deliver till Monday. So we may end up stopping somewhere between here and there and going on a ride, maybe, half a day ride, something like that, as long as the weather's still decent. Uh-oh, road closed. I got an itchy nose. Oh, Halloween. So anyway, see, I get distracted again. So anyways, what was it? Oh, yeah. We might ride somewhere between here and there. We did discover we were riding in Coeur d'Alene or whatever, the lake over there. We did discover if it's below about 40 degrees, we're not quite set up good enough for that. But if it's in the 50s, we can ride. And there's still lots of places that we'd like to see. And I keep getting smacked with leaves. Can y'all, ouch, can y'all see the leaves literally falling right in front of my face? It is pretty though. It's not as colorful as it should be though. I shouldn't say should be. Who am I to tell the leaves what color they should be? I would like it to be more reds and oranges and bright yellows. I think it's still just a little bit early for the change though, because you can see these ain't even started. These are all green. Alrighty. Ladies, I think, walnuts. See that? Watch out for the walnuts this time of year. There was only one or two on the road, but did you see the giant pile over on the side? Lots and lots of walnuts. Do you see that freaking bug coming from my face? Just barely missed me. Oh, so anyway, ladies, I look at the different Facebook groups and all that because it's raining out or of an evening, whatever. I'm in the truck, so I watch TV, play on YouTube, whatever. And I see a lot of people that get embarrassed because they drop their bikes. Well, let me go ahead and show you. I'm not the editing queen here, but that guy back there would be happy to show you. He made a meme of me.
I hurt myself today.
Now, I was turning into a parking lot, and there was gravel there, and my wheel got turned too much, and I couldn't get it fixed, and I fell over. If you fall over, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. You should pick it up. For me, in my case, after I waller around and rub my knee real hard because it hurts. But if I was on the actual road, I would have had to have picked it up quicker because, cars be coming, whatever. You should pick it up or move it off the road, waller around in your self-pity and pain some more, and then get up and do it again. But something else I think is I sometimes wonder if people actually get the right bike for them. Like, this bike, I love the Grom. It's a 125. Right now, the only drawback I have is if I try to stay off the interstate. But if I have to get on the interstate for some reason, I can't go faster than 58. So if I'm on the interstate, irregardless of the speed, generally about 58 is as fast as I can go. That's my drawback to the Grom. But as a first bike, as a new rider, and I don't consider myself petite by any means, but I also don't think I'm, overly large or overly tall or anything either. I have no upper body strength because I'm just a weak girl. My bike weighs 200 pounds. Now, if I was a very experienced rider, I might consider getting a 1,000-pound bike, but right now I don't want a 1,000-pound bike. I've learned to lean this little 200-pound one sideways, and I can do great on it. And even, where'd he go? Even his is 400, and I still do just fine on it. But it's, I don't know. I think that we all need to get bikes that fit us, not, oh look, I've got a bigger bike than you. And I think probably men fall into it too, but I know women do also, because women tend to be like, oh well, I'm a woman, so I have to prove myself. I want to be safe. I want to be able to put my feet flat on the ground, and I know that 200, if I fall over, as long as I'm not going fast, but if I just fall over on a curve, or I'm doing something stupid and just drop the bike, even just messing with it, then I can pick it up. I don't know if I could say that same thing about, you know, 1,000-pound or plus bike. And also, what are you using it for? This bike goes on the truck with me. We load and unload this bike every time we use it. So, I know, trailer and a bike, isn't that awful? No, it's not awful. If that's what you do and that's how you get places, I think that's spectacular. This little Grom, actually since, when did it come on with us? In July, I think? Has actually seen probably more states than some people's bikes have that they've had for several years. So, I like trailering my bike. Tomorrow, or tonight, I'm going to get a load going out to Washington State. I'm going to get paid to drive there. I'm going to get paid to drag my bike there with me. And I'm probably going to stop somewhere along the way and ride. I've rode in Sturgis. I've rode Needles Highway. He wants to go see the Devil's Tower. So there's a truck stop. I think it's like 8 miles away from that. So I think we might stop at the Devil's Tower, as long as it's not raining or too cold or anything. But for me, if I couldn't load and unload this bike easy, I wouldn't get the use and enjoyment out of it that I do. Now, with that being said, I would not want to drive this bike to Wyoming or South Dakota or Washington State or wherever, because it's not a cruiser. So, like the bike in front of me, I can totally see someone getting that bike if they're going to be traveling long distances. I also see people with the dual sport and the off-roads. Y'all know I love them, right? I want to be an off-road. Whether I am or not, I want to be an off-road girl. So I think we all fall over. We all fall down. That's a song, isn't it? We all fall down. But get a bike that suits you, is my opinion. I know someone who weighs 100 pounds and wants to drive like a 1500, and I don't know why. I really don't want to try to maneuver that. I don't want to try and lean on it, and I don't want to try and hold it upright. I know that if the bike is balanced good, people say, oh, well, it'll stay up. Well, yeah, but occasionally you still have to put your feet down. And if you can't touch, 1,500 pounds is a lot to balance on your tippy toes. And like I said, I'm inexperienced. I'm sure somebody who's been riding for years has a lot more experience, a lot more confident in what they're doing than I am. And you know what else I have discovered? So, my sister, she's had her motorcycle license a lot longer than I have. And she informed me that she has never wrecked a bike or fell over, because I don't actually consider my falling over a big wreck. But she says she has never fallen over. Now, but she also said that she won't drive on gravel. And it kind of got me, she told me that before. And it also got me to thinking, when I bought the Rebel, they told me, get all your safety gear, you're going to fall over, you're going to crash, you're going to wreck, whatever, even if it's not bad, you still need your safety gear to keep it from being bad, right? And when I got my motorcycle license, I actually took my little MSF course thing, and they're like, yeah, you're going to wreck. It's just, you're going to lay the, they don't say wreck, you're going to lay the bike over. You're going to lay the bike down, regardless. And so, me being me, I'm like, okay, have y'all ever laid the bike down? Yeah. And most people that I talked to, including them, one instructor laid it down when he was in a rainstorm and a semi came beside of him and went through a bunch of water and it all sprayed up and hit him on the side and hydroplaned him and he went down. He said he was lucky he didn't end up under the semi's tires. And another instructor said he was on a mountain type road and, oh, I'm gonna have to get gas, on a mountainy road, and he came up on a curve and there was gravel. And he was just like, well, crap. But there was nothing he could do about it at that point. And, you know, he said he slowed down and whatever, and he just sort of ended up sliding off the edge of the curve there. And, you know, he said he moved the bike off the road and had to bandage himself up or whatever, but he said he was fine. So, well, overall fine, you know what I mean. He didn't break no bones or anything, but he just laid the bike over and slid it, right? So the more people I talk to, the more I'm kind of think that a lot of times when people lay over a bike, sometimes it's further away from home because we don't know the roads. Like, if I was just driving it to work every day, I would know the road and know, oh, look, they graded the road, this perfect road right here. Up there, they're doing some construction and they graded it up. But since I don't live here, I don't know that. Or, you know, there's a million things, or this is like where deer cross every single night. Well, if I live here, I'm probably going to know that more so than if I just travel through here and there. I wonder if there is a correlation to laying the bike over and being out in unfamiliar territory versus being at home where you're familiar with the roads. Now, I'm going to argue with myself. How much sense do I make? I've also seen where a lot of women drop it in their own garages, though. And I'm not sure if that goes to not being able to touch properly, or having a bike that's too big, or if there's a different reason for that. So I don't know. And I know a lot of people have talked about corners, you know, that's where it gets in corners. You turn your wheel a little too much, or you lean a little too much, or you don't lean enough and go too wide. So much to learn. Thanks for riding along. Story for you. I don't know what it should it have a title? Oh, there's my baby Grom. Didn't that load nice and easy?